I have the extreme pleasure of getting to really think about Hopkins and drive work around Hopkins' impact in Baltimore and beyond. As you think about Hopkins being an anchor institution and all that that means, I get to really devise public-private partnerships, think about and work on economic development projects that will ultimately inure to the benefit of the city and the region, be involved in the creation of pipelining and pathwaying for young people as well as residents into Hopkins, as well as think about the growth of businesses. And so it's what I did before with a twist and steroids and really a renewed and continued commitment of Hopkins to this city and this region. I'm really excited that even in somewhat challenging times, we continue to press forward on the real estate front with a number of different projects, our new student center, the Agora Institute, as well as hopefully our data science and AI building coming up. But we also continue to have our renewed commitment to Baltimore through our economic development commitments, such as our Hopkins local celebrating 10 years, which is such a huge milestone, as well as some upcoming partnerships that are about pipelining young people into skilled trades and apprenticeships. So all those things, I mean, I'm excited about a lot, but all those things that really are about the growth of Baltimore give me a little bit of goosebumps. I think that reaching back is critically important. I am engaged in a wide variety of organizations, but all of them have a ribbon for me of being catalytic organizations that are about the progress of people, the progress of this place, and the progress of the things that those two things are associated with. And so it's a privilege for me to serve on everything ranging from the College Bound Foundation to the France Merrick Foundation to Kennedy Krieger and beyond. And I think all those institutions are so critically important to this community. Sure, I had the privilege of taking young people from the Seed School on a freedom tour down to Tuskegee, Montgomery, and Birmingham to see the linkages between the Jewish Holocaust, the Black Holocaust, and how the Civil Rights Movement is also helpful and affirming for our time. And these young people, many times we think of them as people who will lead far into the future, but they really are leaders of today. And so it's important for them to understand history, to be boosted up, to be girded up to continue to champion the things, the values that we as Americans cared so deeply about: liberty, freedom, equality, and justice, and also being a part of the movement of their communities. Nothing brings me more joy than to come down 95 and then make that turn on Macomb Street to go into the Baltimore Peninsula Project. It was a vision and thankfully a great commitment by Kevin Plank, Goldman Sachs, so many others and who have invested in that project, and being able to see, part of the city that was underutilized come to life with restaurants, hotels, activation, a home for businesses in Baltimore on the waterfront, really just, I think, lends to the revitalization as well as the renaissance that I think we're seeing here in Baltimore. Well, Baltimore is such a gym, right? So sometimes you're like, oh, I want to keep the gym to myself. But Baltimore is a place where businesses can thrive, young people can become an Alicia Wilson and beyond. Where also we have neighborhoods that are so rooted in their ethnicity, but also open to people coming in. And so it's just a beautiful place where we have leaders like you, Chris, leaders that I know will be interviewed, other leaders who will be interviewed today that care deeply about this city more than themselves. I think that we're on the path to this where your zip code doesn't impact your outcomes, where I can't tell about your trajectory based on your address, where businesses continue to thrive and be a part of the economy. And that's all businesses. Those run small and large, those run by a wide variety of people, where young people can have choice around schooling. And that's not dependent upon whether the school is serving them well, but rather, do they want to go to a trade school or do they want to go to an arts and culture school? I just am very hopeful that the city will deliver on its great promise, just like I'm very hopeful this country will deliver on its great promise to be a place where everyone, regardless of their background, can thrive.